Welcome back. In today's tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to customize tables in Confluence so your pages can be as organized, eye-catching, and interactive as you need them to be. By the end of this video, you'll know how to create tables, tweak their appearance, add dynamic elements, and make your data pop off the screen. Whether you're managing team projects, tracking tasks, or just want your information to look a whole lot friendlier. Let's jump right in and start building tables that truly work for you. First things first, let's create our basic table. In the Confluence editor, you'll notice a little table icon in the toolbar. Just a click and you'll drop a table straight into your page. If you love keyboard shortcuts, and who doesn't, you can press Shift plus Alt plus T or Shift plus Option plus T if you're on a Mac. Either way, your table appears instantly, giving you that classic grid to start organizing information. Creating the table is like laying down the foundation to your house. It gives everything else a solid place to go. Once your table's there, you'll probably want to adjust its size. Adding or removing rows and columns is super easy. Just hover your mouse near the edge until you see a blue plus sign pop up. That's your signal to add another row or column exactly where you need it. Accidentally add too many or need to tidy things up. Use the down arrow inside any cell for more options, including deleting rows or columns. Don't worry if you make a mistake. It's all reversible, just like moving sticky notes around a whiteboard until it feels just right. Now let's talk about headers. Headers help your table make sense at a glance. To add a header row or column, click anywhere inside your table, then click the Table Options button just below it. Choose Header Row if you want your categories across the top, or Header Column for labels down the left side. This makes your tables not just more professional looking, but so much easier to read, especially for bigger or more complex tables. Color adds another layer of clarity. Select any cells you'd like to highlight, then click the down arrow and find Background Color. Pick a color that stands out but isn't too harsh on the eyes. For example, you could use a soft yellow for deadlines or green to highlight completed tasks. This is especially helpful if you want to direct your team's attention to key data points or just make your information less intimidating. Sometimes you'll need to merge or split cells. Maybe you've got a section of your table that needs to span a few columns, like a summary or a total. Just select the cells you want to combine, click the down arrow again, and select Merge Cells. And if you change your mind or your needs shift, you can split them right back apart. Think of this like folding and unfolding a piece of paper. You're just reshaping your canvas. For a polished finish, try distributing your columns evenly. Select the whole table and hit Distribute Columns. This will tidy up uneven column widths, making everything look balanced and much easier to scan, especially if you're preparing the table for a presentation or sharing it company-wide. Now let's kick your tables up a notch with dynamic content. Inside any cell, type a slash just like you would in Slack or Notion. This brings up a list of Confluence macros, which are like little apps you add right into your tables. For instance, typing status lets you add clickable status labels like to do, in progress, or done, each with different colors. You can also type date to add a date picker, perfect for timelines or deadlines you want people to update instantly. If you're working with Jira, type /Jira and you can link tickets or display issue information, super handy for project managers or dev teams. And finally, for actionable checklists, just type an open and close bracket like this. Instantly, you get a clickable checkbox, making it easy for teammates to tick off items as they go. That's the toolkit: clear, beautiful tables completely under your control. If this helped you make your Confluence pages more organized, don't forget to like this video, leave your questions in the comments below, and of course, subscribe for more actionable tutorials just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.